Alright, so I wanted to show you guys, or explain something to you guys, and that is how to get out of debt, and most importantly, how to stay out of debt. Debt sucks. I'll give you a few statistics about the wonderful United States of America. Regarding debt, over 70% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. Over 40% of adults cannot cover a $400 emergency. And the total American household debt is over $13 trillion. Those are some insane numbers, which basically means that banks are making a lot of money, and a lot of American people probably aren't very happy with their life. Now, leaving that behind, best way to pay off debt is a debt snowball. It's really, really simple. So here's how you get started. You make a list of all of your debts, except for your mortgage. Don't really have to worry about your mortgage. Your mortgage is a good thing to pay off, but it's not the most important thing, especially since houses generally appreciate in value, whereas anything else that you have debt on is depreciating in value as we speak. So, make a list of all your debts and put them in order from smallest to largest. Some people like to pay attention to interest rates, and I'll go over that a little bit more later, but the best thing to do is to have them from smallest to largest. The reason why, the sooner you pay off one of those debts, the more money you're going to have to pay off other debts. So, after you make your list and you put them in order from smallest to largest, continue making minimum payments on all of your debts except for the smallest debt. That is where you are going to put every extra penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and dollar that you can spare into it. And I recommend you find some sort of way to make some extra money to help with this. Walking dogs, cutting grass, being an Uber driver, or driving for a taxi service or something like that. Any sort of side gig that can make you a little bit of extra money, and that is legal. I do recommend you don't get yourself in trouble with the law. Now, after you pay off your smallest debt, and we'll just say for the sake of all things, let's just say that you were paying $50 a month on your smallest debt. Now you can take that extra $50 once your smallest debt is paid off and put that towards your next smallest debt. And that's basically the snowball effect. By the time you get to your final debt, you'll be paying a ton of money every single month, and you'll get that paid off a lot faster. Now, I've been spending about 8 months getting myself out of debt. I did give myself a little bit of a reward about a month and a half ago, and that was just I set aside some extra money to invest every month. It's so that I can go ahead and start investing. The first thing that I paid off was my car. That was actually the smallest amount at the time. I owed about roughly $3,600, and then student loans, which were about $6,000. I had a personal loan from something kind of stupid that I did. I basically took out a personal loan for $12,000 when I purchased a house so that I could buy everything that I needed to go with the house: lawnmower, yard equipment, miscellaneous other things, and then credit card debt. Now, one thing that I did do a little bit different, I did put them in order from smallest to largest. However, my credit card had a much higher interest rate than my personal loan, nearly 3 times the amount, and my credit card debt was actually lower, sort of, but after I calculated it, I basically determined that due to the interest rate on my credit card, I would be paying a lot more money over time. So I basically paid off my car, my student loan, then my credit card, and the only thing I really have left right now is my personal loan. It's not much to pay off, and I'm still putting extra money toward it. And then whenever I get my quarterly bonus from work, I usually just toss $1,000 or $2,000 toward it. I should have it paid off in a couple more, about probably three or four more months, which isn't that bad considering it was a 3-year loan, and I haven't even had it for a year. I think I got it May or June of last year. I don't remember the exact time. But anyways, that is literally the best way to pay off debt. It does work. It's a psychological factor. As soon as you hit milestones, that's what kind of helps you. So you pay off that smallest debt, that second smallest debt, that third smallest debt, so on and so on and so on. So you always feel like you're accomplishing something. If you start with the largest debt first, you're going to feel like you're never going to have it paid off. So always start with the smallest. So just for a little recap, gather all your debt, make a list, make minimum payments on all your debts except for the smallest debt. Put every bit of extra money that you can. Once that smallest debt is paid off, lather, rinse, and repeat. Do it all over until you are completely debt-free, except for your mortgage. Doesn't matter of opinion as to whether or not you really need to pay off your mortgage due to how well a house grows in value, but that's a whole different story. Anyways, if you like this, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. I'm in desperate need of subscribers, and most importantly, comment. I would love to hear from you. If you've been in any sort of situation like this, if you've paid off your debt, I'd love to hear about it. If you have an enormous amount of debt, I'd love to hear about that too. Thank you. Goodbye.